Get these back. Okay, so what else? Mage Bloom. It's a plant, but an interdimensional plant. They produce more source, and they can be woven into a fabric of some kind. So I need, for the seed, I need to enchant seeds with source gems. I get so much lapis lazuli. I don't want to sit here all day waiting. So that took kind of a, you know, and you never really. I guess there's a buffer of this, of source in this imbuement chamber. Let me just get a seed here. There we go. Okay. Gonna get made from fiber. If I had to guess, I'd say you plant these. Now I should have a hoe lying around somewhere. Assuming it needs it. What if it doesn't? No, it apparently does. Okay. Of all the things to have to craft myself. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to craft a freaking hoe. It's so, yeah. You know what? I already got one, I think, somewhere. Yeah, this diamond toe. I forget where I got it from. Probably one of those dungeon raids. I mean, I'd never craft one of these myself. Which probably explains why I put it in my trophy room. Let me put it somewhere where there's room for some water. Ah, yeah, here we go. Alright. There we go. And now that I've got some mage blooms, I can make mage bloom fiber out of them. And oh, I didn't know you just needed source stone for this. Well, I've got another glyph. I can just learn it. Speaking of glyphs, did I? No, there was a tablet of harvest. That's different. They look the same though. Anyway, a warp scroll can be bound to a location via right-click and then used to return the player to that same spot, but you can zoom it on use, or use a these work like nether portals. There's a filled horse jar. Toss a bound warp scroll through the flame to ignite it, and you will link the coordinates from the scroll to to here. So, in other words, I need 14 blocks worth of source stone. Or should I say 2 source gems worth of it. Not to mention andesite, I actually need more of it. Well, I could probably use some other stone. And then I'd have to put them in a sort of portal formation. I suppose I could demonstrate that, but the only problem is that there are other ways of going places. And I've already got one that's bound to a place that I want to go to. I do have warp scrolls, though. Like actual warp scrolls. I think I got them in another raid. So they work the same way as this teleporter frame and mechanism, but they take source instead of RF. The thing is, RF is a lot simpler to come by. I suppose it's a bit like trying to win an election against an incumbent. It's not as easy if there's still the incumbent there, although that technically depends on the incumbent, but that's beside the point. So the way I'd do this, if we're going to use these portals, is I'd build a frame like another frame, like another portal frame, except that with another portal frame you can actually get away with using 10 blocks instead of 14. It's a well-known trick, because the frame has to be there, but the corners of the frame don't. There. That's what it would look like, and then I'd put a sorcerer here, and then use the scroll here. Though I'd have to link it somehow, and I'm not sure how I'd do that just yet. What did I get out of that? Oh, more warp scrolls. Okay, this is spell parchment. Scribing a blank parchment in a scribe's table. Well, to prepare parchment with a spell, design the spell within the spellbook, then place a parchment on the scribe's table and sneak right click with the spellbook. Problem is, I don't know how to do that. Like what constitutes an actual a valid spell. What about parchment, though? A blank piece. Ah. It's just made from fiber and paper. There. Now about my spellbook. I'm gonna right click it here. Break, touch, self, projectile, conjure terrain, mage light. That's interesting. How would I do this? You have to design the spell, then place a... I guess you'd select the glyph, and then place a parchment on the table and sneak right-click it with the spellbook. Okay, so let's see. I want to... Let's use this glyph here. I'll select it. Wait, no, that's for classing the glyph. Crafting the... How do I get out of this? Well, never mind glyphs. How would I... This doesn't really tell you anything. Oh, it wants a pickaxe to learn the glyph with, even though I've already learned it. I suppose I gotta satisfy this thing. Problem is I already learned this thing. Yeah, see. It says to design it, but I'm not sure how you do that. What if I... No. Okay, so I had to hold this. I had to look this up. These are all the glyphs I know. And this thing, I guess, this is for projectiles. This is for breaking blocks of some kind. Plays a spell on a caster. Oh, okay. So let's see. I guess I could conjure light and put it on somewhere. What did that do? A form glyph. Oh wait, is it because I... So you'd need the form glyph first and then... If that's not a form glyph, what... If this thing isn't a... Wait. This... Then I guess you would... So that's still there. Is the pressure on the state and sneak right click with the spellbook. Okay. Ah, there we go. Now that just puts light in places in it. Ah, for all that I don't get a reward. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure how you would use these though. Well, you can make them into enchanted books, but I don't see how you would. So it doesn't say what to do with the parchments after you use them, but maybe... Ah, yeah, you can put it on like a wand or something. So all I need is air essence, manipulation essence, 4 source gems, and some gold. All right. Well, I guess I got okay. I'll make 7 more of these. And use them to fill up the jar. Oh, there's a bit of a buffer in here, too. Yeah, see, according to my calculations, this will stop at 91. I don't want to max it out totally. I'll just put this spell away from now, and this one. These things. Okay. I'm going to put this here. Now what about these essences? Because we need 2 more source gems. 1 for each essence. Now as far as the air essence is concerned, I need a Wilden Wing, well I got one of those, a feather, and some kind of arrow. You know, for once I'm glad all those monsters came out of nowhere. I just thought they were annoying. Now it seems they're actually useful. Did I put my arrows away? No, yeah, looks like I did. Okay, and that's air essence. I'll need another gem for manipulation essence. Redstone clock, a stone button, and a... redstone clock and a stone button. Okay, well... at least these aren't being consumed. I mean, a lot of mods do that, but not this one. Thank goodness. Okay, so clock, button, redstone, I suppose that makes sense. Meanwhile, I don't know, maybe I ought to make some pedestals specifically for this imbuement chamber. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here right now. So what were the other two things I needed? 2 gold and an archwood log. Okay. Ah. And then, well, how would I inscribe this with a spell? The same way as inscribing a parchment. Doesn't exactly say much unless I press C again. No. Is it this? No, apparently not. Oh, wait. Since this has an arcane focus of projectiles, maybe if I did that and then put the spell down here. Ah. Yeah, that seemed to work. Now I can, well, shoot at things, I guess. But that, I guess, is how you inscribe a spell into a wand. You use the book. Oh, they got potions. And a couple odds and ends, too. Ooh, this is familiar. Runic chalk. I need more manipulation essence. So it looks like this has something in common with occultism. And thank goodness I kept the stuff I used to make this manipulation essence last time. Because all it seems to take is bone meal, which I should have. Mage bloom fiber, manipulation essence, and there you have it, runic chalk. So you can imprint spells onto a rune, and I guess you draw the spell, and then when something stumbles in, provided there's source nearby, the spell will be cast on the entity. Right-click the ground, and then right-click it with spell parchment, which have to begin with the touch form. Does this one? Yeah, it does. Okay. How does this go again? Right-click on the ground to draw one, and then right-click the rune with the parchment. Okay. So. Let me see. Why don't I put it? I don't know, here? There's a rune. Okay, so now... Ah, look at that. Yeah, I tripped it myself. Although, what did you get for those things used for anything? I can't say for sure. I wish they didn't sound like they were eating you. I didn't think I was anywhere near those wind chimes. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna bother this time if it's... Never mind, that was my gun. There.